mind blown by the energy you're seeing. You're like, what is this even? Is this human? Are you human? I feel like some of you are wondering if they're maybe not human. What is up, Scorpios? What is going on? Let's do your reading. I was actually very cold to do your reading this evening. I was not planning to, but the energy just felt like there was an important message. I saw the Magician in my meditation pre-shuffle, but let's start. Actually, we don't use this deck very often, but it's a very good one. It's Wonderland by, I believe the artist's name is Renata Lechner. I have a lot of decks by this artist. So let's start with this deck. As always, before we get started, all information is in the description box. Now, I don't know when I'll be uploading this, but if it's before April 1st, you can still stream my tarot class for beginners for an old price, just $111. So we're going to be raising prices starting April 1st. So if you wanted to get started with tarot, if you're absolute beginner, if you want somebody to walk you through, you know, the cards, basically one-on-one, tarot, I use Rider-Waite in this course. Check it out, link is going to be in the description. And anyway, let's get started. We have first card, the book. Well, I was going to say the book and the church. What is this, Bible? Because we have the cross and the book. Okay, could be spiritual, occult, or religious studies you are currently engaging in. 2636. Interesting, like cycle of 10, some kind of cycle. 10 and 6 are important numbers. So we have child here. Let's take just one more and we'll start interpreting. And we have ship journey. Bottom of the deck, key 33. Let's talk about the Scorpios. Very interesting energy here. So first and foremost, I am just getting that for a lot of you, there is going to be a study that you are starting. Again, it sounds occult, spiritual study sounds super general, I know, but I'm just feeling that there is a piece of information you're going to be discovering with the book. The book to me always in letterman represents knowledge, represents wisdom, represents also in this particular deck. We have the book next to the sort of like magnifying glass and a candle. If you can see in the picture, the candle here is almost completely burned out. And you know, this is not so much even as tarot, but I remember when I was taking art history class a long time ago, like, you know, when I was freshman in college, my professor would always say, whenever we, let's say, like, you know, it's kind of a chit shit whenever you go to a museum or an art gallery, and you know how there's always these smart people, so they seem who are such connoisseurs of art, or who like just understand, you know, different art so well. You know, honestly, it could be applied to tarot oracle reading as well, whatever. I use it both in my art life and in my tarot, you know, esoteric life. But basically, my professor a long time ago told me that you don't have to like pretend that you understand what you're seeing. You can literally look and name the first thing, the low-hanging fruit, so to say, that you see, whatever your attention is drawn to. You know, and this is how I teach also, by the way, tarot too. Like here, for example, I'm specifically drawn to, first thing, of course, I would see here would be this book. This is like a little mini class for you today. This is this book, then the magnifying glass. Then as I keep looking at this deck, at this card, I see this candle that's almost burned out. As I keep looking at this card, I also see there are all these books, you know, sort of like at the back, in the background. So what this immediately tells me is that you've been doing your research about something, right? There is, because the candle is almost burned out, it means that you already spent a good amount of time either reading something, studying something. Magnifying glass here suggests that you possibly been really zooming in. It's not just like, you know, browsing. So maybe you're researching something. It's something pretty important to you. With books in the background, maybe you've already tried to get answers to some kind of situation in your life. And with the cross card here, in this specific combination, I just feel like, yes, it could be spirituality related, but it also could be that, let's say, if there is a problem you are currently trying to resolve, do not give up, because with the cross card here, like I feel like you will get the solution that you need. I'm getting for some of you, maybe a very specific message. It has to do something, because the child card is here, about either children, or also because the ship card is here, it could be also about immigration or traveling. So maybe you are researching something that has to do, I'm getting like 3 possible subjects. It could be about maybe a religion, I don't know, maybe like, you know, when you get married, some people convert or whatever, or some kind of new spiritual study you have. Or it could be children, maybe you have children and something in their life of your child that you, again, it's not bad, not good, it's more like, let's say maybe a child about to go to school, right? Like, which school should we go? How do we do this? How do we pay for it? You know, like all that kind of good stuff. Or maybe conceiving children could be a theme. Again, for Scorpio, there is a big element of this year, specifically with Jupiter in the 5th house, having to do with children, whether you are trying to get pregnant, or like just thinking about the topic of children, or you already have children, or if it's not about children, it could be just your own creative endeavors and dating life that's very highlighted. We also have here ship, which to me has to do with travel and immigration. So there might be all these 3 things somehow intertwined, or it might be 3 separate subjects. One of them, you know, you are researching something. Again, immigration, travel, movement forward could be in any area of your life. Also something connected to children. It could be literally even something that in your own life that's happening, because 13 is also in the traditional tarot. It's Scorpio card, right? And I feel like the key really, because the key is at the very bottom of this deck, the key is really to keep searching until you find the answer. So don't give up until you find the answer. There is definitely an answer to your query, to your question. So if you don't know, let's say, how to do something, how to make something happen, I feel like the answer that you have, the solution that you have, is in you just keeping doing your research. Basically, don't like, how to say, like look, like spend some time researching this. I feel like, again, whatever you want is possible. Maybe you are trying to get a grant, a loan, or what do you call it, an investment, right? Of some sort. It could be even that. 5th house represents speculative activities, own business as well. I'm just getting the key to whatever it is you want is right there. You'll be very lucky too. There's Clover right behind this key. So you will be very lucky. You will find a very lucky solution. Even if there's a problem, I'm not saying there's a problem, but even if there's a problem, or there's just anything that you want to get, whatever it is, like let's say you want to travel, you're currently in one country, you want to go to another. Okay, so how do we solve this, right? There is something here about studying in detail something, and again, the key is right there. So there is a reading that we recently done as well. It had to do with that what you've been manifesting all your life is about to happen, like the door, some kind of door. I think even I actually have this oracle. This was in that reading. The door basically that you've been looking for all your life is about to open. So this is very much supportive of that energy. It's not the same, but it's like maybe for some of you who are resonating with this. Let's clarify this a little bit with this. I think it's called Kepler. It's a little oracle deck that I received in the mail. Let's see, hold on a second. Let me turn off the sound here. As always, whenever I start doing Scorpio readings, all kind of sounds I hear. We have your wedding. So for some of you, it's literally could be about relationship commitment, and you are trying to figure out how to make it happen, how to get married. I mean, like maybe there's some religious differences. Maybe there's religious differences, and maybe also there's something like what do you call it? Travel involved somehow. Of course, if you, let's say, get married, subject of children is where too. We have here distant horizons. We have poverty wanting to come up reverse, and we also have here child. You know, child 2 times. Cannot freaking make this up. This is crazy actually here. Child twice. I've never seen this. This is child from Letterman. This is child here from Kepler. And poverty here in reverse, but you can see here, hold on, it is not focusing for some reason, but basically in this card you can see also a child. A message just for some of you. It could be super freaking specific message, because obviously it will be a super specific message to someone. I'm getting somebody here will be adopting a child from a foreign country. Now again, it's a very specific message. You might have already your own children, you might have whatever. you might not want your own children, but somebody here will adopt. There's something about adoption happening just because the combination here, it's like as clear as day. You might be researching how to adopt a child. Again, don't freak out for those of you who, let's say, have your own children or like don't want to adopt anyone or trying to have your own children. It doesn't mean you have to. It's just for a person, I feel like, who wants to adopt a child. And I see it from a foreign country, or maybe not adopt, maybe it's help a child or helping children. Like, there's organizations about helping children. It could be literally something like that. And actually, you know what it is for Scorpio, because Jupiter is in Pisces in the 5th, and Pisces is in your 5th. Whenever you do any charitable deeds towards children, this is actually a secret, like a spiritual secret. Whenever you do any kind of help to children, like it helps you to fix some of your love karma. By the way, that's like a little secret here, but it has to be done with like right consciousness, obviously, in a proper way. So some of you are helping, I feel like, children in need. Again, like if it doesn't resonate, this is just a very specific message. But also we do have here distant horizons with a marriage. Guys, how many times marriage, and not just from this deck, from other decks, 2 marriage cards were coming up for you. I do feel like for a lot of you there is going to be a marriage that's either going to be with a person from a foreign land, or you two together will either move to a different country or will travel a lot. There's something here where your marriage, your relationship is very much connected with you moving together. And again, the subject of children, just saying, is very, very highlighted here. Bottom of the deck of the Skippler thoughts, you have somebody thinking about you. So yeah, this is a major theme. So very, very interesting beginning of this reading. Did not see this coming. Very specific. You see how sometimes when this kind of specific message comes out, it gets confirmed. So this is also something I teach. And I have still one private one-on-one tarot student left. I will only keep it open. I don't know if it got booked yet or not. I will only keep it open for another week because I cannot do this in May. So it has to be probably, if it gets booked, it has to be soon. So yeah, so check that out too. I'm in teaching mode today. Let's see what we have here. We have 4 of Swords. It's your first card from the tarot. I'm hearing don't disturb my peace. We have the Chariot. We have the 10 of Swords. We have the 3 of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles. I'm gonna zoom in a second. Hold on. We also have your Devil. What's going on, Scorpios? I'm hearing you are being tempted. 6 of Wands. We have 4 of Pentacles, and hold on. And we also have here the King of Cups. Hope you can see this crowning this reading. Okay, so this is going to be a very interesting message here. I don't know if today is a maybe more specific theme, or maybe all of you guys are going to resonate. I have no idea. But the way I'm seeing this is that some of you are going to be tempted. I feel like, I know the Magician card didn't come up here, but there seems to be a person appearing in your life. It could be honestly somebody you recently saw, recently met. Now let's say you have another relation. I feel like you have 2 different connection here. There is a connection that you have with a person who is very like well established, 6 of Wands to 4 of Pentacles, but they could be someone who works a lot. I feel like they don't give you always the attention that you want. They are stable, but they don't always give the attention that you want. With the King of Cups, I'm seeing out of the blue, literally out of nowhere, like, when you don't even expect it, but you are sort of like taken by surprise, like you were just going to a grocery store, you were just browsing your Instagram, I don't know, like just you're doing something. I'm seeing like in your comfort zone, so to say, not expecting to be meeting anyone, not expecting to being introduced to anyone. And here comes this energy with the King of Cups. I'm seeing this as a person who is kind of like you in some ways. You almost get a giggly feeling when you see them. Like there is everything, like you can't stop smiling. You look at them and I don't know, they could be quite charming. That's why you have this kind of reaction to them. But basically the second you see them, you forget everybody else. And again, it's a crazy message. I did not see this coming. Like, and yeah, that's like sort of like, you don't see this coming. It's like you're unprepared for it. And you are like, I really like this person. They might be different from your usual type, is what I'm seeing, in a way where there's nothing wrong with them, but it's more like you're surprised. You don't like, if let's say there's typically certain things you care about, like let's say we all have our type. I have a type, it's Thor. I'm just kidding, but like for my Australian followers, like, you know, but whatever, you have maybe a type, it's Loki or something, I don't know. And I'm just getting that this person is not your usual type. However, you don't care. Like you see them and you're just mind blown. And it's almost like they resemble to you a little bit of a different also person that I feel like you have currently an ongoing connection with. They might wear, like maybe they wear similar clothes. And it's not like their style is similar, but maybe like a person you have a serious connection with, for example, wears some kind of big chunky watch, and this person as well. Or maybe they wear glasses and this person wears glasses as well. Some kind of like detail. It's not even general style as much as like some kind of detail about this person is gonna almost feel a little bit odd, because this is just like someone you already know, yet they are sort of like similar, but they're different. And it's something like where you have to be, I feel like, a little bit careful here, because you know how Scorpio always gets paranoid about third party, whatever. I'm not saying you are going to do it, but I'm just saying that, let's say you have an ongoing connection with someone, and if let's say like this person slows down even for a second with you, I feel like there's somebody else here that's going to sweep you off your feet. Why? Because there is something about you being sort of like, I don't know what's the expression? You know, when like, I'm hearing, it's weird. I'm hearing, you know, Marina and the Diamonds, there was this song, something like Dolce Vita, I'm ripe for the season. I don't remember, like, but the lyric is just very, like, it's something like you are ready to be, I'm feeling like, you know, like, you know, when the fruit or the peach is like, you know, all ready, you know, to be enjoyed, so to say. There's something about your energy like that where you've been manifesting, I feel like, love and better situation like crazy. You've been working on your energy like crazy. And it's almost like because you also detached and you let go and you went doing something else, that's when your manifestation starts working, right? So it's like from every corner you start receiving attention. However, this particular person, something, I'm almost getting their energy spiritually matches yours, or maybe is even a little bit more elevated than yours. I'm getting that they have this very tranquil vibe where when you just talk to them, when you just look at them, when you just listen to them, when they talk, let's say, you are in another dimension. I have no idea what it is. It's something that, you know, if it's not something that manifested yet, I feel like it could happen to you. Let me see when. 15 days. Like something like 15 days to 3 weeks. What is it then? 2 to 3 weeks in an easier way. But I'm just seeing number 15 here very vividly. It's interesting because you don't see this coming, Scorpios. And it's like, I'm not saying that, like, let's say if you're in an ongoing connection that you're going to cheat on anyone. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just feeling that this type of feeling that this person is going to ignite in you is going to make you question things. Maybe this is your test also just in general right now as well, to check what do you actually want, because it's almost like you are ready to be in a commitment, but then feeling something like this also makes you question things. The Devil card is here too, which is, you have to be kind of careful here because, you know, you have to really weigh out your options. Is this a good thing to do or not? If, let's say, you want to pursue this. But again, you don't have to go and do anything crazy with this person. Maybe you can just get to know them. Maybe it's a friendship energy, even though I don't think so. Because what's interesting is that you know how sometimes like we meet someone and they seem so perfect and we even have feelings to them, but you can feel it when the energy of a person doesn't quite match yours, even though you're still attracted to them and you love them and whatever. But then for those of you, like especially on a spiritual, I feel like path, or people who are working on your energy and, you know, meditation and all kind of occult and esoteric things, especially if your other person is not like that or not 100% on board with that, like let's say they're a perfect boyfriend, right? They are supportive and whatever, but let's say they don't believe in astrology and you're not gonna dump them for that. But, you know, it would be nice if you could talk about maybe not astrology, but some esoteric interests of yours, right? And I'm just getting that here you are meeting somebody who is that missing piece to what you couldn't have, you know, with other people here. Maybe it's almost like with the Chariot card here, I'm seeing that they are the magician driving this chariot, and it's like something about your energy connecting with theirs that activates this like chariot Merkaba type of energy. Because after Four of Swords here, you are coming out of a time period where you are just praying for a good relationship, for a good connection. It's manifesting. But now with the Page of Pentacles, as you are receiving positive, you know, sort of like signs from the universe, even if you didn't fully manifest what you wanted, that you're on the right track, we have this Devil card energy, which is like temptation. I feel like you're the one being tempted here, Scorpios. This is very interesting. I don't see this very often in your reading. Usually it's pretty obvious who we see, what we see. Sometimes it's even a little bit repetitive, even though I do try to entertain you as much as I can. But so the question here is like, what's the right way for you? And you see what's interesting, again, something that I'm seeing a lot in Scorpio readings is the message, not even the message, but the symbol of the full moon. So look at this, just check it out. And it's not just like it's in every deck. So it's not like, oh, this deck has a lot of full moon. No, it's like every single deck, which has all kind of moon, we get the full moon. I don't know why. Look at this, Six of Wands, Four of Pentacles here, even with this King of Cups. And even with the Three of Wands. So, because it seems like whoever this King of Cups is, they manifested you. I'm seeing that this is a person, an individual with a very, very strong third eye chakra, like the very, very strong third eye. They could have, I don't know, honestly, their chart. You have Pisces, yes, also Scorpio, yes, too. But what's interesting is that there is something very playful about their energy, very light, and it's not something you very often see, not to say in spiritual people, because yeah, that wouldn't be nice, but they have this certain lightness which almost like makes you forget any kind of issues, any kind of problems you currently have. And you just wanna, you don't want to think when you're with this person. It almost feels like they hypnotize you or something, that you are under the spell now. Like you feel like maybe this is now you're under the spell. And you should tell me more about this King of Cups, because this is very interesting. Okay. We have here the Two of Wands. This is the person who is in control, I feel like, of their life. Then look at this King of Swords. They are also quite smart, but hold on, I'm gonna say something in a second. Two of Swords, but you know what it is? I knew this card was gonna come out. And look how many Two of Swords we had recently in your reading, some blindfolded energies. It's interesting because I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is going to be a choice between two masculine energies. There could be one person here who is very logical, wants to fight for you, wants you. But maybe they were the person who needed, if you have a connection where this person needed a break, or they were very busy with work, let's say they went on some kind of business trip, or there was some kind of project they really had to prioritize. You were waiting, I feel like, for them. And it's not your intention was never to leave anybody behind. But it's more like with the King of Cups energy here, somebody came into your life, and again, you weren't looking for it, but it's like they were ready. Like, and it's not even ready or not ready. I don't even think you are thinking so much about a relationship with this person. It's just the feeling that they give you. It's like butterflies. It's like not like you haven't felt this way in a long time. Like, you look at them and your whole body is just like, it's something about, I think, this person's energy where it's just so fascinating, where they don't even have to do anything. You're not even thinking about anything. You have like what's called the magnetic attraction. Yeah. And here you are now, Scorpio. They both have the full moon, but you, I feel like here, sort of like with this crescent moon, not sure which decision to make, because you have here two options. This is for sure. Like, and again, look at this death card at the bottom. It's you who needs to make a decision. I feel like your decision that you're gonna make, look, the Empress now, sorry, shuffling, is going to, like, I feel like there's a person also praying here that you're going to choose them. They're praying that they're not going to be in the Three of Swords. Maybe it's this person who took so long to make a decision about you, or maybe not even about making a decision. Maybe they were someone who had other things to do, and you didn't mind. For a lot of you, you were willing to wait for them, but it's like now this other person just, again, nothing really is happening even with them, but you just feel this love you cannot explain. It's not even love, it's magnetic attraction, really. That's the word. And I feel like now there's this one person here literally praying to not go into Three of Swords. They're praying, please let this not be over. Because I feel like if somebody here waits too long, it's over. Because, let me just see here a little bit more. Who is this King of Cups? What are they bringing with them? Wow, my God, Hierophant. It's almost like, you know what it is? Six of Swords with the Queen of Wands. When you're not looking, when you're just doing your own stuff, everything comes, your commitment, the key. Here, this Hierophant specifically is also holding the key of Solomon in his hands. And remember how we saw here, very similar looking key here. So I don't know if this is going to be in a full relationship with this person, but it seems that whatever connection you have with them, they are meant to help you heal. And also, they are someone who has the key to something you might want. We have here Judgment. It's a very serious spiritually like situation. Three of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. It seems like you yourself are sort of taken aback. How you say it? Taken aback, or like taken by surprise. And with the Moon card, you are lost. There's something also I want to say about this person. It seems that they are there's something mysterious that you cannot figure out about them. Not to say like they're not hiding anything, I'm not saying that, but it's more like they're here but not 100%. It's a very mysterious connection. The card, I cannot, like, yes, this is your soulmate. So this makes you question, who is your soulmate, if you believe in this kind of thing? Is this your soulmate? Because I feel like you've experienced all kind of connection in your life. And, you know, and there was maybe there was a guy you thought was your twin flame, and a soulmate, and another soulmate. But there is something here about that this time it feels different from every other time. And not because you're madly head over heels in love, but it's just you're looking at a person and you just feel the energy. It's not even about them so much. So this might resonate again only with a few of you. But it's not so much that you're looking at them, but it's the energy that fluctuates between the two of you. Not fluctuates, but like the chemistry energy, I don't know, what you feel, what they reflect, what you see in them, the kind of light you see in them, that is just something I feel like you either never felt or haven't felt in a while. And for you, of course, the first question is this: are they my soulmate then? Ouch, hold on, let's keep going with this for a little bit. Two cards want to come up. We have trust and also give your relationship a chance. So now you are kind of thinking, so should I work on my existing connection now that the person I was waiting for is ready? Or should I explore something with another situation here? Because I feel like, you know what it is? This person, this soulmate that you have, they're not doing much, but their energy is so strong. They're attracting and manifesting circumstances in which the two of you are just manifesting each other. I don't know how to explain this. It's really weird. So they must be like really like magician level spiritual. Like, and I'm getting that they are not just spiritual, but they also have some kind of abilities, like to basically create stuff. They might be creative and artists as well. They might be somebody who's very skilled in business. So they're not just someone who like, oh, I'm just like, you know, hold on. 10 of Wands was to come up reversed. 10 of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. So here, like the last say is gonna be, like the last word is yours. I see honestly for a lot of you a choice between two people, because one connection seems to be leading to more burdens, and I don't know which one, to be honest. And another one with the 10 of Pentacles to manifestation of everything you ever wanted. But you know what I feel? This person, the mysterious person who stole your heart, who you saw and you're just like, you cannot get them out of your head. The reason why you're so drawn to them is because you see a reflection, like they're showing up here as a King of Cups and you're as a Queen of Cups. You feel like your sensitive spiritual side is recognized with this connection, with this person. I don't feel like maybe it's recognized in a different connection that you have, even though that connection is stable and lovely and like there is love between the two of you. Let's see. What shall happen with this person? King of Cups. We have Page of Swords. We have Knight of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the World. Bottom of the deck, Two of Pentacles reversed. It's going to be a time period, I feel like, which is going to make you reassess where you're going with your goals. What is the progress you are making and towards what kind of things is this progress? And you will have to end something. The Hanged Man with the World is an ending of something. You will either have to end this connection, the ongoing with this mysterious person, whoever they are, or you will have to end whatever else you have going on to explore where this could lead. Because I feel like there is going to be like progress is going to be delayed until you make a decision to. Which I don't know how you feel about this, because I feel like some of you just want to play in this situation. Again, that doesn't mean like cheat or whatever, but just you want to explore. You wonder, what is this? Why was this person brought into your life? We have here the time. Look at this, what I said, right? They came out of nowhere, out of the blue. You weren't looking for them. You weren't thinking about them. The Tower with the Six of Swords and Nine of Wands. I feel like they're here to shake you out with the Six of Cups at the bottom of some stagnant situation that it's time to end. Maybe it doesn't even have to be anything like relationship or whatever. It could be literally your vibration. Maybe your vibration been stagnant, your energy has been stagnant in the same level. And I feel like this person is like this lightning that strikes, that you don't expect, that you don't see coming. And just connecting with them takes you out like this and brings you to healing. They're here to be your healer. Wow, Scorpio. How many times have you been somebody's healer and now you're meeting somebody who can heal you? What? Usually it's the Scorpio that's the nurse for everyone. It's almost unbelievable because you're meeting someone who is doing for you or willing to do for you things that you've been doing for other people. And even if it's not a relationship or anything, energetically, because you know how, there's a lot of soulmates of yours, I'm sure you watched tarot readings for, that you didn't have a relationship with, but how much energy you've given to them. Have you seen them heal, as when you were in love with them, when you had energy exchange? There's many people that you didn't even have a relationship with, but you gave them some of your energy. And it's not in a bad way, honestly, but you know how sometimes Scorpio energy especially feels depleted because you feel like even if you're not together, even if you're not doing something physical, you always give so much energetically, right? And even if you have a relationship, let's say, where somebody does so much for you and blah, blah, how many times do you actually feel energy that is given to you? I'm not saying it never happens, but It's always Scorpios that is the healer of the zodiac, right? In many ways, the transformer, the alchemist, not even the healer, but the alchemist. And I'm just feeling that here someone is to take care of you as you are healing. Here with the Nine of Wands to the Two of Swords. Maybe it's like for you, it's a painful moment where it hurts to be like trusting of someone. You are really healing with the Nine of Wands to Two of Swords. You have trust issues here. It's not another person, it's you who needs healing. And I feel like they are willing to be your healer. It's very interesting. I haven't expected this. Nine of Swords reversed, because you worry a lot. Five of Wands to the Four of Cups. You might be rejecting people. You might be feeling like, you know what, no, I don't want anything. And here this person comes. Again, this might resonate only for specific Scorpio group or something. You feel conflicted, you're worried, but they want to remind you that you actually are the Empress. Something about being around them makes you just feel so good. The Devil, it could be, of course, this person I feel like has strong sexual energy, but it's very intertwined with their spiritual energy. You know why? I think, hold on. For a lot of you, this person practices celibacy, so they are someone who is very, again, it's not a bad combination. It's depends how the energy comes out here. Here, I feel like this particular person, in the context of this, might be practicing celibacy, but they have a very powerful sexual energy and also very powerful spiritual energy. With the Moon card, they're also mysterious. There's things about them you don't know. And basically, it's very different, especially if it's a masculine you're connecting with. When a masculine goes into celibacy, oh my God. It's a very different energy than masculine, let's say, who, you know what I mean, right? And you haven't seen this, I feel like, a lot. Which is why now with the Seven of Cups, you're confused. Like, is this who I'm supposed to be going towards? Nine of Pentacles. You're independent, you feel good about yourself, so you don't need anyone here, but you do want love with the Ace of Cups. And right now, I feel like the question is, what is the true love here? Four of Pentacles, should you hold on to something you've been already building? Should you explore with the Page of Wands something new? Knight of Swords, I do feel like if you already have anyone, they are going to have issue with that. Page of Cups, Three of Swords, Six of Pentacles, because what's interesting is that it always feels like when you're in connection with other people have friendly situations and flirty situations, and it's all good. But if you ever try to go and do what other people have been doing to you, others don't like it. And not to say that you are having a moment of revenge here, because I don't think that's what's happening. But I feel like you're learning. You have to really, I have to make sure that I say it in the correct way so that people don't misinterpret this. But basically, you know how sometimes you're starting to date someone and relationship is casual in the beginning, they date someone else, and you are also free to date someone else, but you don't want to because you are Scorpio, and if you love someone, you just want them right away and only them. And I feel like now something in you basically changed and shifted, where I'm not saying that you want to keep things casual, but somebody clearly here comes and sparks your interest, and you want to see how maybe do how other people done before, also talk to other people. Again, I'm not seeing here, especially if you have another relationship or dating somebody else, you're not cheating, you're not doing anything. But energetically, I feel like you're withdrawing yourself from giving only to one person, and you are allowing yourself to date, which again, it's not even necessarily date in the sense like going on dates and whatever relationship, but it's more like flirty energy, talking to people. Somebody sparked your interest here. 100%. Look at this, Three of Pentacles. No, it's not what people doing to you, it's what you are, I feel like, going to be interested in. Because this showed up in your other reading another day. You're walking away from that unfulfillment and just constantly, being so deep and dark into enjoying life. You want to be in the light. It's very typical with, look at this. It's very typical with Jupiter being in your fifth. Because here also with the Three of Cups, you want to have fun. Seven of Pentacles, you've been waiting here for a long time to manifest this. I feel like it will manifest. The question is here, which way to go? So in the extended, we're going to take a, wow, this is a super long reading. In the extended, we're going to take a look at who is this, person who just came to sweep you off your feet. Is there a potential for anything with them or not? Is this going to create any trouble? How do they, most importantly, also feel about you, and what do they think about you here? Because what I'm getting is, just as this is all a surprise for you, this is a surprise for somebody you've been, somebody who basically manifested you. They did not expect to see somebody like you show up in their life, but you did. And it's basically, there's two people here who are very excited about this connection that's going on, but at the same time freaking confused. Let's take this deck for clarifiers. Let's see, let's clarify their energy towards you. I feel like they're showing up here as the Page of Wands too. They're the King of Cups, but in this current interaction you have, they're showing up as Page of Wands because they want to get to know you. 1, 2, I feel like this person dreams about you too. It's like 6 cards, okay? And your energy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna see what is this connection gonna be all about. What is this connection? Why is this here? 1, 2, 3. And we'll keep going. I'll take more cards. I don't want to just here right now. It's going to be too messy if I take everything. But we also take their feelings towards you. Where is this all going? Anyway, link to the extent down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk soon. Bye bye.